Here we are, yes, a little late, but here we are with 5 great LGBT plus manga recommendations to celebrate Pride. Okay, this one might heard of it. Mukuwarenai Koi no Uranaikata, or How to Fortune Tell an Unrequited Love by Ogi Kannu, is a BL that starts off pretty sad, as is expected of any unrequited love. Minami is a fortune teller who has had a crush on his friend and schoolmate since they were teenagers. Thing is, Kitahara, his crush, has been married and divorced 3 times. There's no way he would ever return his feelings. But then, Kitahara gets a crush on a man, and now Minami has to reckon with the reality that he has a chance. This 2020 manga is absolutely heart-wrenching, but also very cute. I love the art style and found the mangaka's way of portraying emotions and settings particularly skillful. The manner in which this troubled romance discusses feelings and pursuing love is quite mature. Boys Run the Riot feels like the manga I have been looking for a while. It centers around the main character, Watari, and his troubles trying to be comfortable in his body despite puberty. He sees that art and fashion can be an outlet for him when he meets up with a late transfer student, Jin Sato, who had to repeat second year of high school due to absences. At first, we sense that maybe Watari sees Jin with a tinge of jealousy. Watari had to come to school in their PE uniform to feel less uncomfortable, and seeing this new guy expressing himself with his fashion in ways he never could at school, the only words that could come up were cringe. Though I doubt those were honest words. The first chapter puts the reader through the roller coaster Watari goes through every day, from the body dysphoria to having a new person compliment you for your own sense of style, and then back down to harsh words about gender conformity. What I like about this manga is that even though Jin Sato says some pretty not okay things and behaves in a manner a cis boy of his age would, he is eager to learn and understand. There's a long way to go for him, but he's trying, and that's saying something considering no one around Watari seems to be supportive in any way, shape or form. This is evident from the looks of complete confusion his friends have at his prudent lips. By the way, those expressions, so well done. So, if you're in the mood for a manga where a boy learns how to be his definition of a boy, I recommend this. Futsuu ni Koi Shite, or I Want to Have a Romantic Relationship Like Everyone Else, is a cute 2020 fall BL manga by Terashima. In it, we follow Fukawa, who ever since he was a student has always been told he's normal. He's living his boring, normal life as a temp employee when his company's ace, Subada, asks him to join him in going independent. Fukawa accepts and his life is completely changed. This is a story about discovering yourself and others, about wanting to change yourself, and it is so wholesome. The main couple, so cute. Subada has a thing about getting pretty people problems, but if you ask me, that was actually handled pretty well. A solid 8 out of 10. First off, can we appreciate how aggressively cute the art is? Okay, now that we have given tribute to the adorbs gods, let's talk about this manga. Kanojo ni Naritai Kimi to Boku, or I Wanna Be Your Girl, is aggressive ally energy bottled up in the manga. From the get-go, we get the sense that the main character was always going to be ride or die to her friend, who happens to be trans, and even provided a space for her to dress and be her true self before she was ready to be out in public. The display of casual transphobia, misogyny, and homophobia seems to be accurate and not overwhelming, but who am I to say? I just want to be an ally and protect and also beat up in Minecraft. The transphobia at home is the most disturbing, and I would hazard to guess most hurtful, because it's one thing if strangers have shit to say, but your dad? That must hurt. I thought maybe this aggressive ally shit is a bit unhinged and sometimes a bit misplaced. Sometimes good intentions can lead us to evil paths, but little do you know, she has a massive crush on her childhood friend. Aren't you dying to know how this all goes down? I am, and I'm just gonna say one of them is Ace. And I don't want to spoil any more than that, because I want you to read this. Read this. Look how cute. Look how supportive. I would give it a 7 out of 10, just because it's not unique, but it's pretty good. And you should enjoy this during, after, and before the holiest of months. This series has been mentioned on this channel before, but in case you haven't checked out Saizuru Tori wa Habatakanai or Twittering Birds Never Fly, this is your reminder. By the way, this story is very much for adults. This BL series by Ko Yoneda is about Yashiro, a leader in a Yakuza branch who gets a new bodyguard, Domeki. Yashiro is a young man with a lot of power, few morals, and a trauma-filled past he's a little too keen on reliving. On the other side, Domeki is an ex-cop just out of prison who's a little too honest, a little too loyal. Assassinations, drug cartels, and loan sharks are the backdrop. The selling point of this manga is how Ko crafts characters and slowly reveals to us how complex they are. The plot is also very interesting, but be warned, though filled with moving moments, this manga gets pretty dark. That said, those dark themes of abuse and trauma are carefully handled. This manga gets a 10 out of 10. And if you're interested, there's an animated movie, Twittering Birds Never Fly, The Clouds Gather, which is just an animation of the start of the series and something I very much recommend if you can get your hands on it. Volume 6 is available in English and Volume 8 is already being serialized in the magazine Hertz. Those were 5 LGBTQ+ manga. Let us know in the comments which one you'll be reading, and if you have your own recommendations, we'd love to read them. Watari? Oh my god, shut the f up. How to be his or want to have a romantic and a trauma filled past he's a little too keen on reliving. This is evident with the how to fortune tell and Kanojo. I thought maybe this aggressive. That said, those dark themes are this trying to find who Saizuru the selling point of this conformity.